What's going on, fam? So today we're going to talk about 5 questions to ask a woman that you're dating. But before we get into those 5 things, let's take a look at a real world example. Take a look.
For worse.
For richer.
For richer.
For poor.
For poorer.
For poor.
For poorer.
For poorer. Yeah. We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Bria made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke. And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
Okay, so as you can see, there were 2 things that she was having trouble with. She was having trouble with obedience or obeying or being submissive to her man. And she was having a problem with richer or poorer. All right, so we're not rewriting vows here. The reason why those vows exist is because they're very important for the function of the relationship, the longevity of the relationship, and meaningfulness, loyalty, duty. Those things are very important. So without further ado, here are the 5 things that you need to ask a woman to see if she is somebody that you should marry while you're dating. And of course, after you ask these questions, or as you're observing them throughout the course of dating her, make sure that you're taking note of this, because this is how she's going to be in the marriage. So the first thing is, you want to ask her, does she believe in divorce? Now, that should be a straightforward answer, because straightforward, I can say, no, I don't believe in divorce. But if she's tripping over things and making, excuses and different things why she would, and this, that, and the other, she's going all over the place, and she can't give you a straight answer on her belief, then that's going to be a red flag right there. You want to make sure that she does not believe in divorce, that she values marriage, and that if there is a reason that she's leaving, that is straightforward. We're not going to go up and down and all around the mountain and stuff like that. The only reason that a woman should leave is because she feels that her life is in danger, meaning that you're beating her. Okay? So if you're not doing that, everything else can be forgiven, especially if the person wants to work on it. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, will you submit to your husband? We just now saw that in the video. Submission and obedience. It's the same thing. But see, a non-godly woman is going to have an issue with that. And so you're already going to vet for that, because if she's not going to submit or obey to you, she's already letting you know that she's really not godly. She might go to church, she might do religious things, but she's not really willing to fit into the order of what God has for a relationship. All right, so she's and once again, women, you want to make sure that you're vetting for a man that can lead. Okay. So if he can lead, and if he is godly, and if he's the 1 Timothy 6 kind of guy, then this is easy for you to follow. So men, make sure you ask that question and make sure that she is going to submit and obey you, because there is hierarchy in the home. It is for order. It is not for you to abuse it or be arbitrary. It is for the leadership. It's for a hierarchy. So make sure that she is on board with that and not stumbling over that at the altar. Number 3, is she a vindictive person? Now, you may not want to, you can ask if she's a vindictive person depending on what the conversation's like. But one way to observe that, especially if she has kids, is seeing if she's allowing those kids to spend time with the dad. And if she is saying that, no, I'm not vindictive, and she has, 1 or 2 kids with one other guy, not 2 or 3 other guys, one way you could check that is say, listen, I want to spend time with you this weekend. Just test it. See if she's being vindictive, because she's not going to mind this if she's not. And say, listen, I want to spend time with you this weekend. Why don't you take the kids and you bring them to, the dad's house so I can spend time with you this Saturday, Sunday. I want us to do something. And if she does not want to do that, if she's hemming and hawing, making all kinds of different excuses over why he can't spend time with those kids, then you know that this is a vindictive woman. Okay? But you also want to look for other things in vindictiveness as well. And you know the definition of vindictive. You already know what that means. Look for it. It's very important, because when she is done with you, if you guys aren't agreeing on certain things and you decide that the relationship's not going to work, she's going to be vindictive with you if you're not searching for that. Make sure you're watching. All right, and number 4, has she been married before? You're probably gonna know that. She probably might even tell you. But if she has been married before, this is an indicator of divorce. Studies have showed that the second and third divorce are usually to happen much more frequently if the marriage didn't work out the first time around. So each successive marriage actually has a lower percentage of working out. So make sure that if you are going to continue to date her even after a divorce and no kids, that she has sought the help that she's needed. And if she is saying that she is not going to get therapy, then she's letting you know that she's not ready to move into the next relationship. Because if she's not getting therapy, what she's doing is she's bringing past stuff from the other relationship, her past issues. Forget the guy that did her wrong. She played a part in that as well. What is she doing to be better for the next relationship? All right, so she needs to get therapy so she's ready to be a good wife to you. All right, number 5 is, how does she feel about domestic work? Guys, make sure you're asking that question, because it's going to let you know what type of woman she is as it pertains to the hierarchy of the home. If she's going to call you sexist, if she's going to say, oh, that's not my job, or why are you asking me that kind of stuff, then she's already letting you know straight up that she does not do housework, and which means that she's probably not going to be submissive. She's probably going to be cantankerous. She's going to be truculent. She's going to be hard to get along with, disagreeable, probably not as feminine. All those things are going to go into this category. They're actually all linked. So if she has an issue with domestic work, she's not willing to play her role in the home. But she's going to expect you to provide, to protect, and to do all those things that are going to make her comfortable. But when you come home after you work an 8, 10, 12-hour day, you want to make sure that you're coming home to something that you can enjoy as well. It's supposed to be happy spouse, happy house. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. If you liked everything, like, comment, subscribe. If this video is helping you, please subscribe to our channel. We're going places in the future. In the next year and a half, we're going to be working on bringing high-value men, high-value women together. I love you guys. Take care, fam.